It's over 30 years old. It's got rust in weird places. The plastics rattle at high speeds, and the throttle response, well, let's just say it has a personality. But here's the question: is riding an old motorcycle like this 1991 Suzuki GSX600 still fun? Let's find out. When you say you ride an old bike, people either smile or worry about your sanity. So today, we're diving into that one simple question: is riding an old motorcycle still fun? And to answer that, I'll take you on a journey with this beautiful battered GSX600 I picked up last year. It started with a late night scroll on Marketplace. You know how it goes. You're not really planning on buying anything, just browsing, and then all of a sudden, here it is. A 1991 GSX600. Cheap, like suspiciously cheap. The plastics were faded, the chain looked like it hadn't seen lube since the year 2000, and the seller said, and I quote, "It was idle for just 2 years." But something about it spoke to me. The shape, the history, the sheer defiance of time. So I said screw it, and I just bought it. The first ride? Man, what a trip. The brakes were squishy, the clutch had all the subtlety of a medieval trebuchet, and the suspension, well, it was more interpretive than responsive. But it moved, and more importantly, it made me grin like a kid. There's no traction control, no ABS. The mirrors vibrate so much, they double as impressionists' art. And somehow, that raw, analog feel is what makes it amazing.
Oh, that engine sound is addicting. Okay, the left blinker is not working. Probably there's just a little wire loose. 275 euros, guys, and you have a racing monster.
Of course, riding it is only half of the story. The other half, you can guess, it's the wrenching. Old bikes demand attention. They don't whisper their needs, they shout it. First thing I had to do was clean the carbs. Not the most fun thing to do. Then came the brakes. Then an oil change. New spark plugs, chain adjustment. And somewhere in there I learned to listen to the bike. But there is something satisfying about fixing things yourself. The smell of old fuel, grease under your fingernails, cursing at bolts that won't budge, it's all part of the bond. Then came the ride that sealed it. Just me, the GSX, and an open road. No plans, no GPS, just chasing the horizon. It wasn't a high-speed adrenaline rush. It was something quieter, more grounded. Like the bike and I were in on the same secret. Every vibration, every mechanical clunk, it was real and honest. And weirdly enough, it felt like the bike was alive. Modern bikes are incredible machines, but old bikes, they've got character and soul. They misbehave, they talk back, and they make you a better rider because they don't do any of the thinking for you. You learn to feel the revs instead of staring at a screen. You anticipate instead of react. You slow down and enjoy the ride. So, is riding an old motorcycle still fun? Well, it's more than that, it's meaningful. It's not always easy, it's not always smooth, but it's always real. And when you and the machine finally sync, there's nothing like it. This GSX600 might be old, but she's still got a lot of soul left, and I plan to ride every bit of it. And if you're thinking of buying one, this might just be your sign. Thanks for coming along the ride. If you've got an old bike story, drop it in the comments below. Have a safe ride and see you in the next one.